Hi, everybody, YouTubers and Facebookers, Lonnie's loved ones. It's me, Kaylani, with another video you can like and share. And it's Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. And God bless everybody who went to church, everybody that stayed home, watched it on TV. Hopefully you prayed for me. I prayed for you. So love you guys. I hope that today you understand that attitude is everything. Whether you have a good attitude and you think that things are going to work out, or you can make them work out. They say that if you think you can, you can. If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't as well. So remember that attitude is everything. So what does your everything look like? Today, I want to talk about relationships in the beginning versus after 1 year. So it's very different in a relationship in the beginning stages when like you're dating, and then as you compare that to 1 year. So in the relationship, you should have grown. You should be communicating better and things like that. After 1 year, you should know each other a little bit better and have gotten past some of the past stuff. And I've done videos on this before, but I just kind of wanted to redo it because I think that I wanted to just focus on this part, because I've always thrown it in as something, just extra to note. But I really want to focus today on, because knowing and understanding that in the beginning of a relationship, or when you're talking, you may be talking to several different people, or you're trying to figure out if that person is right for you. People have cold feet. They're kind of on and off, and not really knowing if they want to just commit to one person. As much as we'd like to say that you need to pick one person and stick with them, and you should be in love with that person and that person only from the beginning, as much as we would love to do that and say that, oftentimes people are very leery, and they're talking to like a couple different people and trying to see like who they want to pick. So in the beginning, there's some feelings and things you might have done that you may not be proud of. You may have gotten back with an ex, or you may have went on a date with someone else, or kissed someone else, or whatever in the beginning stages that you would not have done if you knew that you really wanted to be with this one person. Or you may have been more immature, and then longer in the relationship, like after a year, you're mature and you understand that you want to be with one person, you want to settle down, you're ready for marriage or whatever, something like that. So in the beginning, it's kind of rocky, and so you have to realize that later on in your relationship, and you need to forgive each other for the things that were done in the beginning of the relationship, when maybe the person wasn't giving their all and things like that, because they weren't quite sure on if you were serious, or it was the beginning of the relationship, you didn't know if you were a good match. So you may have done some things, but you need to look at that and say, okay, that was the beginning of the relationship. You may have just gotten out of another relationship and went back to that person, or you just weren't all the way there, or maybe someone was in a live-in relationship, and you hate to come in a relationship like that. You don't want to. That's why I say, don't take someone else's man or woman because they're in love. If they're living together, they are married or whatever, they are in love, and for you to come in, you're setting up yourself for heartbreak, essentially. So you think that you're stealing someone's man or woman, and what you're doing is setting yourself up for them to go back to that person, because obviously they haven't taken the time to get out of that relationship and value themselves as an individual and get prepared for the next person and be aware and ready for the differences that another person may bring. And they're constantly going to compare you to the previous person. Do you cook like them? Do you sex like them? Do you look like them? Or do you carry yourself like them? And they're constantly going to compare, do you make me laugh like them? Do you rub my feet? Do you rub my back? Do you buy me flowers? Comparing to the previous person. So, when you go, it's not like you're doing the other person a favor, the person that's in the marriage or the relationship with the person that you like. It's not as much doing them a favor. I mean, there is a sisterhood, brotherhood thing where you shouldn't be messing with someone else's mate. But if they're in a relationship, for you to pull them out of that relationship and expect them to love you the way you need to be loved is very hard. And, you know, sometimes it does work or whatever. I'm not saying it doesn't work for the few people that it does work for, but it's certainly not something, the norm that you want to get into. So the beginning of the relationship, you know, you may have rocky stuff, some stuff that you're not proud of and that you need to forgive, you know, your mate, or they need to forgive you for what happened in the beginning relationship. When you were learning each other, you're learning what you can put up with, what you can't put up with. Maybe, you know, they want to have friends of the opposite sex or whatever. And in the beginning relationship, it was like, okay, that was going on. So, you know, you still hold them accountable for that. Like, you think that every time they're going out with a friend of the opposite sex or whatever. I don't know, my makeup's kind of weird today. I guess, you know, I went to church and now it's kind of rubbing off, so forgive me, but I want to do this video, so don't judge me. But anyway, yeah, so anyhow, you know, you don't want to hold that person accountable, because in the beginning of the relationship, they didn't know that you expected them to not have friends of the opposite sex, or they didn't know that they expected you not to flirt on text message or whatever. But as you learn each other after about 3 to 5 to 6 months, you know, then you realize, okay, this person needs more time, and the person, you know, needs me to love them more. Like, there's different ways that people show love. My way of showing love may be different from the way that you show love, such as, you know, maybe I require more time, and maybe someone else, they just require touch when they're together. They don't need to spend that much time, but they require touch. Or, you know, just saying I love you was enough for them. Maybe another person, you know, they like gifts, and that's how they understand that you love them or they love you, is by getting a gift or whatever. And so, you know, you have to understand how different people love each other, and you have to hone in on that and say, okay, this is the way. And you might even have a conversation around, okay, how do you need to be loved? How do you need to feel that I'm there for you? Do you need me to not talk to anyone else or whatever? So, and then after a year, you should know all those things, and you should be having fun together. There shouldn't be other people involved if you choose to do that in your relationship. And, you know, it should be well in its way. You should have be enjoying the relationship. Well, I'm about to go now. My kids are back in the car. I just want to do a quick video to kind of touch base with you guys. And, you know, I'm going to try to do more videos. So my son, Kyron. Hey, say hi, Kyron.
Wait.
What's up? You going to do your shout out for your video?
Oh, what's you to do is enter that. Make sure you check out Iron Kai. I do gaming videos, whoever's interested in that.
And Eric Tron is driving, so he'll have his license very soon. So shout out to your fans.
What's up? Eric Tron here.
All right, so tell them to come to your page. This is a YouTube live.
Yeah, subscribe to the Eric Tron channel for stop motions and other videos.
All right, Lonnie's loved ones. I love you, and enjoy your holidays and everything. Be safe out there shopping. Please keep your purses close to you, no matter where you are. If you think you're in a good city or whatever, keep your purses close to you. Don't leave it in a buggy. And, you know, watch out for kids that are alone in the store. Make sure you help them find help, or call a you know, an assistant or someone if they get lost in the store. Please keep your kids close to you, and because they can get lost very easily in the store. Be safe. Love you guys. Bye.